Hey, have you been seeing all of these experiments with tenderizing meat? Well, I've been seeing them too. And I've been wondering what's the deal. So I tell you what I did. I went to Walmart and I bought 4 New York strip steaks, exactly alike. Same weight, same size, same everything. And so what we're going to do today is we're going to try several different of these methods, and we're going to see what works the best. So just hang tight. Okay, this is what we have. We have 4 identical, just regular Walmart New York strip steaks. They're about the same size. They were bought at the same time. They have about the same weight. So we think they were probably cut about the same time also. So this is our 4 steaks that we're going to use for this challenge. Okay, the first one we're going to tenderize with just a fork. We're going to take this fork and we're just going to repeatedly just stick it with the fork all over and make bunches and bunches of little holes. We're going to tenderize it. With this fork. Careful, watch your fingers when you do this. Okay, I'm going to flip him over. I'm going to do the other side. And you see, this isn't bad marbling on this strip. Like, it looks pretty good. But we're going to take and tenderizing. Okay, that's steak number 2. Steak number 1 is our control steak. That's this one. It's exactly like it. We're going to do absolutely nothing to tenderize it. That's number 1. Okay, number 3. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to put a little bed of rock salt. And then we're going to place the steak right on the bed. Push him in good. And then we're going to cover him with rock salt. Okay. That is steak number 3. Okay, for the last one, what I've done is I've taken a fresh pineapple and I've cored it, cut it up, and I'm going to put about half of it in this blender, and we're going to put the lid on it, and we're going to grind it up. Okay, for number 4, we have pureed this pineapple. Everybody raves about how pineapple works. We're going to see. We're going to pour it right over the top of it like this. And we're going to use every bit of it. And just like that. Okay, we're going to let all 4 of these sit out. We're going to do about 45 minutes, and then we're going to come back and put them on the grill. Okay, so it's been 45 minutes, and I'm going to treat every steak exactly the same way. I'm going to rinse off the one that we did absolutely nothing to. I'm going to rinse off the one we tenderized with a fork. I'm going to do the one that we covered in rock salt. I want to make sure that I get every little bit of salt off. All I want it for is tenderizing. I don't want it for seasoning. Alright. And last but not least, the pineapple. And we're going to rinse all the pineapple off. Okay, that's all 4 steaks rinsed off. Okay, so we're going to do each steak exactly alike. We're going to put the same amount of pepper on each one, and I'm going to do this by sight. So I can get the same amount on each one. And a little bit of pepper. A little bit of salt. Okay, exactly alike. We're going to take them out and put them on the grill. Okay, we have got our grill a little up over 600. We are going to put them on in order from left to right. This is number 1. This is number 2. This is number 3. And number 4. We're going to leave them for 1 minute. Okay, that's 1 minute. We're going to pick them up and we're going to rotate them 90 degrees. Okay, that's a minute after we rotated them. Now let's turn them. And we're going to go back for another minute. Okay, that's another minute after we turned them. And we're going to rotate 90 degrees again. And we're going to let them go another minute. Okay, so that's a minute after we rotated on the second side. We're going to take and move 1, 2, 3, 4, and see, this is where, if you watch my other videos, this is where I turn the fire off, and we're going to leave it about 15 minutes on the top rack, and then we're going to take them off. Okay, it's been 15 minutes. we're going to take them off in the same order we put them on and take them in. We're going to let them rest for about 5 minutes, and then we'll slice them up and try them. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, we're going to let them rest and then we'll come back. Okay, so we've let them rest and we're going to cut them, and let's do them in order. See what we got here. Alright, this is number 1. And let's take a few cuts here, make a few slices. Alright, this is number 1. Pretty. Alright, this is number 2. And number 3. And number 4. Well, what I can see immediately is number 3 looks a little bit less done than the other 3. Alright, so this is my son Daniel. He's gonna help us and see which is the most tender. Let's put those in. Alright, this is number 1. Now remember, this is just a cheap choice cut New York strip.
Tender, very.
Alright, number 2. Between the 2, which is the most tender, 1 or 2?
They're very close, but I prefer the second.
Now, are we talking taste or tenderness?
Taste.
Okay, we're just doing tenderness.
Okay, well, very
Alright,
close.
this is number 3.
By far the most tender.
Okay, so number 2 or number 3 is the most tender so far.
So far.
All right. All right. Now let's try number 4.
Number 3.
Number 3. Okay.
In fact, I'd say number 4 is less tender than the first 2.
Less than the first 2.
Less than the first 2.
All right. Number 1 was our control steak. That was no marinating at all. Number 2 was marinated with a fork, and that was a little tender. You said they were close, though.
Close.
Number 3 was our salt brined with rock salt, and number 4 was pureed pineapple. So, in your opinion, the salt brine was more tender than the other?
Very much so. Melt in your mouth.
Okay. We did all 3. Not labeled. I just kept them separated. I had them marked so I would know which one. And he says by far the steak brine was more than the other 3. Okay. Well, they turned out real well. I liked the way the cook went, and so that's the result we got today out of the New York strip. Well, you saw it. That's exactly how it came out. I was a little bit surprised. I would have thought from the videos I've seen that the pineapple would have been by far the most tender. Well, today on these steaks, it wasn't. I have to agree, the salt brine was the most tender out of the way we did it. So on this day with those steaks, that's the way that came out. I tried to keep it as fair as I could across the board. So that's what we got for you today. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, how about hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. Also, please like the video. Again, thanks for watching Cuff and Stuff Barbecue, and we'll see you again.